the city of Jacksonville, Florida is seeing record flooding. Millions in that state are still without power. And now Tropical Storm Irma is bringing its devastation to the state of Georgia. On the ground tonight in Columbus, Georgia, our friend, Fox News correspondent at large. I have no idea how he got down there. Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, what's going on?
Hey, Sean, to tell you how I got down here, we landed in Charlotte, North Carolina. Believe it or not, that was the closest airport. Then we drove down to Augusta, Georgia. From Augusta, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia is where what is now Tropical Storm Irma was really visiting its wrath. Trees were down about every quarter of a mile. There's a great big tree across the road all the way to Atlanta, Hartsfield Airport, the big airport, the world's busiest, hopelessly disrupted today. Thousands of flights canceled. Southwest had no flights. Delta, just a handful. They canceled over 3,000 of their flights. The rapid transit in Atlanta was closed all day today, Monday. Now we're down in Fort Benning, the sprawling Army base that straddles the Georgia-Alabama line. Tropical Storm Irma passing through here now. This is the backside of the storm. Not much going on. Before I talk to the garrison commander, we were at the Chattahoochee River where there was tremendous flooding back in the day, 1990s. Then in 2009, Hurricane Irma came by and really visited some real wrath on the Peachtree State. Now you have a situation where here in Fort Benning, they are gearing up to help in the relief effort. Before we get there, at the Chattahoochee River, you won't believe what we saw. We interviewed Mayor Teresa Tomlinson. Her town of 200,000, Columbus, Georgia, 30,000 of the folks in town have lost their power. But as we were doing an interview with the mayor here, well, you watch. Here is Mayor Tomlinson.
We're about in the eye of the storm right now. We really have gotten to where we got past the northern part, and it was about 40, 50-mile-an-hour winds there. We were expecting about 7 inches of rain, but the bottom half of the storm, Irma, has sheared off, and I think we might have caught a break.
I saw 2 knuckleheads actually jumping in the Chattahoochee River there and swimming through the rapids.
Well, and you're right. They are knuckleheads. That's very dangerous rapids. Those are Class 3 rapids. At this point, probably much higher than that because of the volume. And they were very much in danger. But luck was with them this evening. They got out.
Looks like your first responders very much on the job.
Yeah, we have a swiftwater rescue team here, obviously, with Class 4, Class 5 rapids on the other side of the river here. We have to have that every now and then. There's a foolish person or two, and they have to come get them out of the river.
This is Colonel Clint Cox. He's the garrison commander here at Fort Benning. Over 100,000 military personnel and civilians are at this base on a regular basis. We haven't seen each other since Kuwait when you were a mere captain. Yes. So usually, you know, the military is not involved in you know, domestic affairs like storms and so forth. But you are all geared up. How does it feel to be a first responder in a sense?
This is what we do. We protect the American people every single day. So whether that's on foreign soils or here domestically, this is what we do. So we've been designated by FEMA as a incident support base, and we will be ready to receive all of the supporters that are going to head down to Florida to help take care of the folks down there. So.
And thoughts on 9/11?
Well, today is our day of remembrance. The good thing about the storm was we were able to be home with our families for a lot of us to remember about those things we all know. We had a lot of things scheduled today, run. We had a luncheon, a prayer luncheon this afternoon. We had to cancel. Got wiped out by the weather, but at least we had folks home with their families, and they are all safe and sound and all accounted for today.
So, Sean, I know you've got a round robin of some of our brave reporters, but the tropical storm is heading into Alabama and then, you know, going all the way, I think, up to Indiana. But you have storm trackers, a lot more expertise than I. I wish you were here. We could have visited your home down in Florida together. I hope all's well with you, Sean.
All's good. By the way, why does Geraldo always have a police car next to him with the lights whizzing around? But listen, please,
in this case, it's to keep the traffic from killing me.
Yeah, that's probably true. Listen, will you please tell all our friends, all these people that sacrificed, offered their professionalism, their training, their expertise. We really thank them. They've done amazing work both in Texas and Florida. We can't thank these guys enough. And on the 16th anniversary of 9/11, and the 5-year anniversary of Benghazi, all those people, all those heroes, it shows how great this country can be, Geraldo. Thank you.
Roger that, Sean.